afternoon to everyone here. Well, my idea about the complex and changing times may seem as a relatively simpler or a personal solution to a problem. But if we take a closer look at it, we realize that it involves multiple stakeholders and a lot of like-minded individuals who are taking this campaign from one Himalayan village to a global platform. So, of course, we are meeting in very interesting times. You know, the word sustainability has just come up from the Western horizon to India, and we have more and more people talking about it, understanding it, and trying to experience it in different ways. Well, I like to tell you a small story here. I have been born and brought up in the Himalayas, and it comes with its own perks, of course. As a kid, I have been swimming rivers, climbing hills, forests, running around, and I have already been teleported. So anyways, some of us may think that it's very adventurous. That was the most protected and the most fun-filled part of my life. So moving on, I moved to Delhi about 7 years back, and I realized that what should I do here? I mean, there are no outdoors, of course, like the hills offer here. And I realized at that point of time that my life was so much at peace and so composed because I could connect back to the hills or maybe go for a drive outside, you know, experience the mountains, and just everything would fall in place again. So I thought about a year for a year, and then is the time I took that whatever bold step. I decided to drive 2,000 miles across the middle Himalayas and experience the culture and the exchange with the community firsthand. And this was a desperate measure to connect back with my roots. So we chalked out a route map and just thought what all places we could visit. And just that time, there was a heavy snowfall, very unexpected heavy snowfall, on the border of Himachal and Ladakh. And I mean, as a traveler, we all are prepared of our contingencies and plan of actions to meet such situations. But the harsh reality, there's a harsh reality. There's a lot of difference on the ground, and we kind of collected a few travelers. We went to villages across a stream, and we tried to seek help. And that is the time I realized the difference in the attitude of people. You know, relatively approachable and friendly people, they were like, oh no, I'm sorry, we don't have enough supplies, we can't help you. And which was really a shock to me, because I've been visiting those places before, but the only difference was that this time my car had a Delhi registration number and not the one from Himachal. So, I mean, of course, we got back safely, and we sat down to analyze that what actually went wrong. And thanks for God that it wasn't me. I thought the problem's in me. The problem was this influx of tourism, you know, both the quality and the quantity of tourist influx that was happening all across the Himalayan states of maybe Uttrakhand, Himachal, Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh, and the way the people were interacting with the locals, or maybe, you know, what footprint are you leaving behind, if I may say in terms of that. So I know it may not sound such a big deal, so but for us it was a big deal because we would have almost lost our lives had we not got the supplies. I decided, let's do the exercise all over again. We went back again, and this time with a different outlook. We packed a bunch of volunteers and traveled the same route again, but this time what was different was we were conducting workshops, and as a traveler we realized that the community, the environment, and the culture, these are the three things that a traveler actually experiences and should experience once he's traveling. So, of course, moving on, ladies and gentlemen, here I would like to tell you that we are visiting one of the most environmentally sensitive locations. And if we had not taken those measurable actions at that time, we would have never known. So quantifying what we had done, we had actually made an effort to involve multiple stakeholders and visit those places again. But this time we were documenting the process actually, that what was going on. We were making videos, interacting with people, helping them to understand us better and helping them to understand better. So what we realized that the Himalayas have always experienced a heavy number of travelers from all across the world, of course. People are very motivated to see its landscapes, the adventure and passion, and I know a lot of things drive the tourism there. But tourism is also a significant and a very significant industry, if I may stress, in the Himalayas, because it contributes towards the socio-economic development of the region. It generates revenue by creating more employment opportunities and also promoting the service industry there. There are a lot of hotels and guest houses and restaurants that have come up because of tourism. It also boasts handicrafts and handlooms to a great extent, especially in the Himalayas. So how do we, put it back to place together? We realized that demands immediate attention will be that while these opportunities are being created, there is a parallel pressure growing on the infrastructural systems that exist in the Himalayas, be it roads, be it transport, be it water, be it waste disposal, be it power. So everything has to, catch up. As soon as one thing grows, the other thing has to grow simultaneously. But unfortunately, that doesn't happen. So what do we do? What do we do as travelers? So now my concept is evolving towards the need of responsible travel, which allows cultural exchange along with social and environment development. We aim to find solutions to protect this fragile Himalayan ecosystem, and we record our evidences in terms of newer approach, like studying patterns or analyzing trends in documentaries and videos and photography. And these are provided to us by volunteers who travel on their own also. So it's getting together a lot of data and analyzing it from it. What is actually changing in 2008, 2009, 2010? We get a pattern and a dedicated pattern to do it. So now let's take a closer look at what we do. We create, of course, environment education workshops in various schools, colleges and institutions. Our annual entourage consists of about 4 to 50 pre-selected volunteers. It's a whole process that we analyze and how to take them there. And what we do is that we ensure that public engagement is happening towards the cause, be it a traveler, be it a host, or be it various stakeholders that are involved. So we ensure public engagement from a holistic point of view. We encourage the participation of people by providing them with more sustainable and environmentally beneficial employment probables. Maybe horticulture, maybe handicrafts, maybe handlooms. So it's a set of things that lead to change into one another. So we live up to the ethos of traveling and experiencing adventure, but we also make sure that the community loves it, because it's a platform for knowledge exchange, as well as a lot of cultural and a lot of things that can be exchanged through this platform. By the end of 2011, we would have visited around 259 villages and met around 500,000 people this year. We would have gifted solar-based amenities in various households, schools, colleges. We would have planted socially and economically beneficial fruit trees to these farmers there. Carried out cleanliness drives on the highest motorable roads in the world, which of course we know that the plastic is just going to accumulate and the landfill is going to happen over a period of time. We donate refurbished clothes and shoes to roadside workers who are working in extreme harsh climatic conditions. We've conducted environment education talks and workshops in more than 60 schools across the Himalayas. So my story is of a personal example, that what I saw and I felt and what change I can make, how I can live, think and act. I'm sure this can be sustained and applied to a lot of rising economies in the world and a lot of new upcoming tourist places that are facing the similar issues. It involves multiple stakeholders and multiple people to come from all walks of life and provide an exchange platform from all of us while doing what we love to do, that is traveling, of course. So these are some of the things that we are doing. What can you do? Most people ask me, okay, fine, we are going with you, you are guiding us, but what can we do to, be a partaker in the initiative ourselves? So I tell them, maybe bike or carpool. Carpool, please. It's a very efficient way of reducing, the footprint we are causing on the planet. We also tell them to carry a trash bag. It is very simple, we all know it, and sometimes it's just that we are not even thinking unknowingly, we just toss a paper cup out or a wrapper out. And that's why it's very important to carry your own reusable mug. It's hygienic also, and you realize that how many cups have you saved all over in the process. We encourage them to stay in local homestays or stay in a monastery. It's much peaceful, it's safer, it's clean. Whenever we are traveling, we always have a little bit of extra space lying with us. So how to use that space? Use it wisely. Maybe fill it up with stuff that you don't require anymore, you don't use. Or maybe just get some saplings from a nearby nursery and just gift it on the way. You realize it just brings a lot of smiles all across your move. So become a catalyst of change today. Think about it and speak about it, teach about it. And it's very important to make your travel a worthwhile experience and an experience you'll remember for a lifetime. Thank you.